Welcome to Basic Brewing Video. I'm James Spencer.
Steve Wilkes.
If you'll remember last month, our small batch was a Belgian beer that the plan was to use it for a starter for a big beer. And I did that. But before we talk about the big beer, let's talk about the small beer that we made. I'm here, there, and everywhere.
I'm seasick.
Now, it's only been in the bottle for a week, so it's probably not going to be too fizzy. I'm going to pour with gusto.
What's the born on date?
Last week.
There's a head on there.
So if you remember, yeah, that's not too bad.
What do you mean that's not? That's great.
So if you remember, it is was just a simple Belgian pills, table sugar, homegrown coriander. So, cheers.
Boy, that's got that banana Belgian thing going like crazy.
Oh, that's a tasty beer.
Boy, that really is. Do you have any pommes frites?
Pommes frites?
Yeah. I need some
Pomme de terre?
Don't laugh. I almost got swamped on Pomme de Terre Lake once. You know there's a Pomme de Terre Lake in Missouri.
Is there?
There is.
Lake Potato?
Well, that's what it is. It's Lake Pomme de Terre.
Lake Potato.
And I was rowing across the lake in my 10-foot John boat, which was not made for a lake. I can tell you.
But we digress.
Okay, let's go.
7.2% alcohol in this little thing. I got a 6-pack. Do you taste or sense the coriander? And I've got the bag of seeds and stems, as you called it last time, the homegrown coriander. Do you sense that in there?
Yes, I do.
Do you?
Yeah. Wow, those are awesome, James. I really do. This is got that lemony coriander-y thing going, and it's really, really good.
Is it a good balance?
Yep.
Okay, so I think I did 5 grams just at the last 5 minutes of the boil or something like that. So just a little bit of steep. And I didn't mention last time, but I took the back of a spoon on a plate and I crushed. I don't have a mortar and pestle like you do, so I crushed it as best as I could before I put it in the hop sack.
Well, the vessel with a pestle has the brew that is true. The flagging with a dragon, you don't want to mess with that. Let me tell you. This is a very nice Belgian beer.
Yes,
and I would pay $1 for this. It's really, really good. Wow.
So we get a 6-pack of good beer.
Yep.
And we get a starter. So what I did with to make the big beer is I took 10 pounds of Belgian pills. That's 4.5 kilograms. 4 pounds of malted wheat, that's 1.8 kilograms, and I added that to 21 quarts or 19.8 liters of water at 160 C or 160 F, that's 71 C, and that gave me a mash rest temperature of 149 degrees Fahrenheit or 65 C, which I held for an hour, and then I sparged with 3.25 gallons or 12 liters of water at 170 degrees Fahrenheit or 77 C. And then, after I collected my wort, all I did was I put half an ounce or 14 grams of Magnum for 60 minutes. And then at 30 minutes in the boil, halfway through, I put 1 pound and 4 ounces of brown sugar. That's 567 grams, I think, into the boil, so a little over a pound of brown sugar into the boil for 30 minutes, and then I chilled it, and then we had the starter Belgian, which you see there, a picture of before I bottled out of it. And so what I did was I took the dregs out of that, and I swirled them up, and I pitched them into the beer. But I didn't pour all of the dregs of our starter Belgian in the wort. I just did about 2/3, and then I poured the rest into this container, which I had sanitized.
Yep.
And you can see here's beer on the top, and we have yeast on the bottom. I think that shows up. And you know what that is? That's yeast that we can use for another beer. So out of that one vial of the White Labs yeast, we got a 6-pack starter. And
delicious.
Thank you. And 5 gallons. It's fermenting in the basement.
Same beer?
Same
Scaled
yeast.
up?
No,
What I mean?
no, because we use brown sugar in this one, in the bigger beer. And then we got enough yeast to make a starter, either a starter or another starter small batch to go again. So we'll see how long we can keep that one vial. And I think I still have the vial.
Wow.
See how long we can keep that one vial going.
So what, we're going to try to put him out of business?
Yeah. No, but the thing is, I've wanted to do this, but the thing is, the timing is not always good.
Right.
I mean,
That's what happens to me. I have really good intentions about reusing yeast or harvesting yeast, and then it's just not going to work. But sometimes it does, and when it does, if you're prepared and just, if you know you're going to have some time to brew, then this is a great technique, and I've done similar, not quite exactly like this, but works great.
Well, we're being frugal, and we're reusing yeast. I mean, the professional brewers reuse yeast all the time. That's how they one way how they stay in business.
You better believe it.
So it'd be interesting to see how the brown sugar beer turns out.
Yep.
That's in the fermenter downstairs. And we don't have another a new small batch for the end of this month.
Well, unless you want to try to bottle that.
That's our small batch.
Well, actually, it looks like something you'd send off to get hired at Walmart.
I'm done.
Maybe not.
This is the end of May.
It is.
Yes. Now we're going to take the month of June off from posting podcasts, as we always do.
Though we'll be busy.
Every year. It doesn't mean we're not going to be doing nothing. But we're going to be busy. One thing is we're going to be out at the Homebrew Conference in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Seeing all y'all up there.
Y'all.
And we'll also be brewing stuff, and Steve and I have been talking about maybe doing some high concept video of trout fishing with brewing and all this stuff. So with the time off and from the posting, maybe we can do that kind of thing. So all that just to say that don't worry if you don't see us in June. We'll see you in July.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody. Happy brewing.
Happy brewing.
Come and visit us on the web at basicbrewing.com. You can find archive lists of both our audio and video podcasts on home brewing. You can also find our DVDs, Extract Brewing and Partial Mashing, Stepping into All Grain, Low-Tech Lagering and Decoction Mashing, Introduction to Wine Kits, and our Basic Brewing Brewer's Logbook, where you can track and log up to 50 batches of beer. Drop us a line. We'd love to hear from you. Write to James at basicbrewing.com, Steve at basicbrewing.com, or just use the contact form on basicbrewing.com.
Take your hand out of your pocket.